Hello, this is Shirley Cress Dudley, and I get asked pretty regularly, are you one of those SEO guys that call me every single day? Well, yes, I am one of those SEO guys, and I have to tell you, it's a dirty business. Most of those guys that call you either don't know what they're doing or they don't even care. In fact, they'll call someone on every single person on your street, every single dentist on your street, and they'll sell to them. And if they're helping everyone in town, then how can they help you beat your competitors? They can't. I wonder if you've ever heard of white hat and black hat. White hat and black hat marketing means that you're either doing it the right way or you're doing it the fast but underhanded way. And the black hat tactics sometimes get results faster on Google, well, at least until Google bans the account and bans your website back into oblivion. It's just not worth it. Now, some of the SEO guys say they'll get you links, but what kind of links? I don't know if you've seen some of the links they get, but I have. They put your dental practice on lingerie blogs, combine sites, stupid video sites, and that's what it was called that I found, stupid video sites, sites written in other languages. Now, do you really want your clients to find you at these weird, unrelated sites? And do you think putting your link on a site that's written in another language shows that you're important in your local city? No. In fact, I started to give you some examples of some of these sites from a dentist that was using one of those I'll get you links guys, but my virus protection started blocking attempts to attack my computer. So these sites are not only bad for business, they're just bad for your customers in general. Now, what about outsourcing? Some of the SEO guys are outsourcing to India, and they're having them write material about you from people that don't speak English as their first language. Now, you pay them, and then you never hear from them again because they aren't doing the work. They're just sending it to people who post your dental information on sites that really aren't related, like gynecology sites and veterinary sites, because they think they're related. Now, you say, now where did she come up with that, gynecology and veterinary sites? It's an actual example that an outsourcing guy who said he would get one of my dentist links will put several of his videos on gynecology sites and veterinary sites. It's unbelievable. Now, if you don't use the right person for your SEO and your online marketing, you're basically wasting your money. Most of those guys are around $300 to $600 a month, and their rates sound pretty good, but the quality of work is poor. And eventually, you start noticing that you're not getting the results that they promised. And I found this off the internet. I really like it, so I'll just pause for a second and let you read it. It reminds me of snake oil, but just read it for a second. Okay, well, that's me. I'm Shirley Cress Dudley, and you can read a little bit about me. I work as your employee, your personal marketing consultant, and I do whatever it takes to move you to the top of the online market, the top of the search engines. Well, I do whatever is right to move you to the top. I watch your competitors. I advise you on changes to stay ahead. And I refuse to work with any competitors in your market. As long as I work with you, I don't call every guy on the street and every dentist in the city. I mean, it doesn't make sense. If I'm helping more than one dentist in each city, then I'm competing against myself for the top positions. Now, I'm pretty competitive, and if you start dropping in the rankings or your competitor starts moving up, then it'll drive me crazy until I figure out how to fix it and make the necessary changes to your online marketing strategy. So while I'm working hard, monitoring trends, watching your competitors, and continuing to stay up to date in online marketing strategies, you can sleep at night. Now, if you notice, the person that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 links on one page is one of my dentists, the Charlotte Dentist, Valentine Center for Dentistry. It's Dr. Christian Yaste and Dr. Joe Hufanda in Charlotte, North Carolina. And he's actually the one that asked me to put this presentation together. He's so pleased with the service that I provide for him that he wanted his dental colleagues to know more about my services and to use them if you need them. Now, I can take on another 10 dentists in the next couple of weeks, but I don't know if I'll be able to take any more after that. I'll have to see, because I try to provide the very best service available. And in the first month, I work hard to diagnose what's going on in your website, what's going on in your market. If you look at one of my tools here, here's Valentine Dentistry, which I've gotten him up to the top of the search engines. Now, they were doing some really good things in their practice and weren't far down, but our goal is to have him up at the top and then in other spots throughout the first page, which you saw in the earlier example. But what I can do is look at your competitors, see how old their websites are, what their page ranking is, how many index pages on Google, what about backlinks and whether they're in directories, and different things that I can work with you and tell you how to beat your competitors. So if you're serious about your SEO and your online marketing, and you have the time and the room in your schedule for more patients, then let me know. Now, I'm different from some of the larger marketing companies that you work with. For one thing, I work harder, but I also take a handful of good clients and move them to the top of the search engines. Dr. Yates said that using me is the difference between T-ball and big league. And he said that the other companies just put you on their list, that's the T-ball group, and just do a few menial SEO tasks a month, just enough to let you know that they're doing some work, but not enough to make a difference. But remember, there's a ton of companies out there advertising that they can do your online marketing, but that doesn't mean they know how to do it. In fact, I've actually started competing a list of companies that don't know what they're doing. It's kind of a shame. Most of them are ones that are 15 and 20 years old. They've been doing the same thing for 15, 20 years and aren't hiring anybody new that knows new skills and not training people. Now, the Internet's a moving target. You need someone who devotes full time to learning and educating themselves about the marketplace, the newest online trends, the newest Google algorithms, and how to respond. And I wonder, have you ever looked yourself up? Just put your name in the top of the search engine. We'll just do Valentine Center for Dentistry. Have you found how many times you show up? Are you there on the first page exclusively? Does somebody sneak in? And actually, here is an advertisement on page 2. But if you keep looking here, do you think one little pay-per-click is going to keep you from choosing the dentist that's going on for pages, pages, pages? Now I'm bragging a little here because this is my top dentist in Charlotte. This is my dentist in Charlotte. And if you want to be the dentist, my dentist client in your city, I can do that for you too. We're up to page 7. I'll stop. I'll quit bragging. But here, we're all the way up to 8, and every single one of these links continues to point back, once you get on it and read it, to Valentine Center for Dentistry. Do you have this kind of result when you put in your name? Now, what if you put in a couple of your keywords? Do you show up in the 1, 2, 3 organic spot? Or do you show up in the locals, the one with the red bubbles? Well, if not, then you need a marketing consultant dedicated to get you there. And that marketing consultant can be me, if you're interested. Now, I offered Dr. Yates a referral fee for anybody that's interested in working with me, but he turned it down. He asked if I would give you something extra to any of his dental colleagues or people that you recommend. So in honor of Dr. Yates at Valentine Center for Dentistry, anyone that is interested in my services and signs on will receive a free month of online reputation management. Now, that's about it. Dr. Yates watched my previous video and he said it was boring and that I should spend more time talking about the consequences of going with the large SEO companies or just throwing away your money on yellowpages.com or the upgrades of all these local Yelp, Manta, Kutsus, and other, or the link getter guys. You can go with the people that have been doing it for years and don't know what they're doing. You can go with the guys that aren't honest and are doing the black hat tactics, which will hurt you eventually, or you can do it the right way. You can work with me, Shirley Cress Dudley, and I'll do everything I can to help you dominate the market. Or, I don't know, you can work with this guy. Now, Dr. Yace calls me his secret weapon against his competitors, and I'm sorry, I guess that picture isn't very politically correct, but anyway, he calls me his secret weapon, which I thought was a really nice compliment. So if you want that kind of personalized service, someone that you consider an employee for your organization, although it's a fraction of the price of having an employee that's looking out just for you in your city, then contact me. My name is Shirley Cress Dudley, and you can see my information here, shirleycressdudley@gmail.com or 704-904-2642. And I hope this video was a little bit less boring, but that you get the idea that I'm here for you if you're interested. And I look forward to talking to you.